Chapter 5. Born to a Purpose. When two people are married and have built an intimate relationship, there is a desire that they make themselves available for other souls to come through, that they create a safe and sacred space for spirits who want to bring their gifts and fulfill their purpose. And so, people in our village would say that children do not belong completely to the parents who gave them birth. They have used their parents' bodies to come through, but they belong to the community and to the spirit. Each person chooses her or his life purpose before he or she is even born. I, for example, chose to work with the great mysteries, to explore the unknown, to let myself be swallowed by the mysteries so that others might learn. And I made the commitment to travel outside of the village someday, so that others might see into the unknown and remember the old rituals. Now, how is one's purpose learned? When a woman is pregnant, a hearing ritual is performed. In this ritual, elders will ask the unborn child, "Who are you? Why are you coming here? Why do you bother? This world is too messed up. What can we do to ease your journey?" The baby takes over the mother's voice and speaks back, "This is who I am. I am coming to help uphold the knowledge of the ancestors." Or, "I am coming to do this and this." And based on that information, the elders will prepare an appropriate ritual space in which to receive the child and make sure that everything is ready here before the child is born. After the birth, the elders make sure they surround the child with things that will help her remember and accomplish the purpose she has described. And when she reaches adolescence and goes through initiation, she has to go back to the time before she was born to remember what she said. This is because growing up is a process of forgetting. This body, as the elders say, takes away certain things from us as we grow up. Up until the age of 5 or 6, children remember things perfectly. But after that, something starts to happen in the body that makes them forget. At the hearing ritual, the baby might choose a stone and gives a description of what the stone will look like. The elders will go out and locate the stone by the way it moves or behaves. And that stone, basically, contains all the information about the person. It is through this stone, sitting back in the medicine room in my village, that the elders can monitor what's happening with me here, right now. When we come together with another person, we create a foundation that allows us to fulfill the life purpose with which we were born. Our partner, if chosen well, will have been born to a purpose along the same path. If our purpose and that of our partner are in conflict, then it is felt at a personal and communal level. We feel it in our intimate lives. Take, for instance, a peacemaker and someone who is the source of a nuclear war. Their life purposes take them on two completely separate roads. They do not have anything in common. They have no ground to uphold their intimate connection. Each of us is born into one of the 5 Dagara elemental groups. This element shapes our purpose in life and can play a role in the selection of a partner. One's element is determined by one's birth year. There are nature years, water years, fire years, mineral years, and earth years. People choose, before birth, to come in a certain year in order to fulfill their life purpose. My element is nature. If your birth year ends in a 0 or 5, that is, you might be born in 1950 or 1965, you are an earth person. If it ends in 1 or 6, you are a water baby. 2 and 7 are fire, 3 and 8 are nature. 4 and 9 are mineral. Even though you start from one given element, you have to contain all 5 in order to be able to function. And when you are lacking in one element, it can show. These numbers might seem arbitrary to many people in the West, but they were not determined randomly. They have their roots in a deep understanding of the universe. Each number carries an energy which affects us regardless of our background. I always like to go as far back as birth and the manner in which a person was welcomed as a newborn in order to see if that influences the kind of relationship that person ends up having. Birth is the arrival of somebody from another place. The person who is arriving must be welcomed, must be made to feel that she has arrived in a place where there are human beings who will receive her gifts. The absence of a welcoming village around a newborn may inadvertently erase something in the psyche. That loss, later on in life, will be felt like a huge gap. Although this person will feel a strong need to connect with others, he may have difficulty reaching out for support from a community he fears might reject him. What would this person be seeking when he enters into an intimate relationship, if not to bridge that gap? But a problem arises when he realizes that his partner alone cannot bridge such a gap. It takes an entire community to do that. And so although that person enters into a relationship in order to satisfy his need for a community, it doesn't work. One person cannot fulfill all his needs, cannot make up for a lack of community that has been felt since birth. It is normal and even necessary that the arrival of a newborn bring a change in the relationship of the parents. As mothers, we have to build an intimate relationship with the baby while it is still in the womb and continue to nourish this relationship after birth. It is the responsibility of the father to develop a relationship with the child also. Unless both parents are closely tied to the child and, along with that, keep their relationship between each other healthy, somebody will feel left out. After the arrival of a child, or even before its birth, a ritual should be done involving spirit and the community, welcoming the baby into the family, acknowledging the new spirit has come, and affirming the parents' commitment to the child and to each other.